Good evening, everyone. It is January 1st, 2015, and I want to do a brief video about my modified custom animal plastics carpet python cages. You can see 5 of them right here. I also have 5 of them right here. And I have 6 others that are down in my basement. Now, what I've done is I've started with just the basic carpet python cage. You can see it. I get mine with the shelf. All of them have the shelf. This adds about 50% extra floor space, and I really like that. So I use them. The snakes, as you can see, this tiger here is using it almost as a hide almost. They'll also get up on top of it, sometimes to bask, other times to get away from heat. And when I say get away from heat, the reason, as you can see, there's lamps underneath. And also, all of these cages have 11-inch flex watt heat tape going across the bottoms. Now, mainly what I use these cages for are gravid female carpets, or gravid female, in this case a Woma over there. And I do move snakes around, especially this time of year when it's breeding season. But as we move into the time of year when the snakes are gravid, I have found, and I prefer, for females to be able to bask at a warmer temperature than I feel comfortable setting in a rack. Mainly because I want my snakes to be able to get away from that heat. So this is the system that I've come up with. It works really well for me. They really didn't quite know how to deal with me. I had to talk with them at Animal Plastics on how to make these custom. And they were great to work with. I mean, they are absolute professionals. I highly recommend buying these cages directly from Animal Plastics. The first set that I got didn't have these doors. This is something that I came up with later. And the reason that those doors are there are to change the light bulbs. Well, that was the initial reason. Now, I also right now I have them open, and that allows some heat to escape. And it also allows for extra airflow. You can see that I also get the screens on the tops of all of my cages. And that's for the light. You'll also notice that the screen is not the exact size of the light fixture, and that's so that I can move that light around and choose a place for it to go. In this case, what's going on is that the heat tape is here, and so I want to be able to bring this light bulb over here so that the snake can escape the heat over in that corner. And so that's pretty much what's going on there. One other modification I have to do, because obviously these light fixtures have a cord, and if you look back in there, you can see I drill a hole back there to let that cord go out. I do use the casters, so all of these racks are on wheels. I can move them around. I'm sure you're wondering, well, gosh, that doesn't look very stable. And you're right, it wasn't, so I had to modify that as well. And if you've purchased animal plastic cages, you're familiar with these little posts. And I get extra posts. I also make my own posts that are a little bit thinner than this. And then what I do is I drill holes on the sides. Usually I do one here, one on each side, and then 2 more in the back, for a total of 6 of these posts. So I also have holes drilled up in the bottom of the cage and in this riser. And that helps hold everything together, keep it in place. So I run these on Herbstat 2s. I've been very happy with these thermostats. You can see there's my temperatures right there. It's no secret. I've got them set right now at 91 and 88. Now the temperature probe, goes down, comes into the cage. I drill a hole in the back of the cage, and it sets sort of over by the heat pad. And so that's actually the temperature that's coming off of the heat pad, and that's where that's measured. And then also I have these light fixtures. I tend this time of year to use 75 to 100 watt light bulbs, and that allows my female snakes to find a basking temperature around 100 degrees, sometimes 105, and they use it. I have photographed carpet python gravid females basking with a coil of their body up against the surface that was 137 degrees. I don't recommend that you do that because you're probably going to mess it up and fry your snake. Your snakes have to be able to get away from it. But I don't really feel comfortable having like a rack system like this set at 95 to 100 degrees or 105 degrees. I don't like that. I don't feel comfortable with it. I think it's unsafe. So that's why I use these type cages, and I can sort of create a hot spot that the snake can choose to go to and get away from. And once my female carpet pythons are gravid, you can bet your bottom dollar that they're on that heat using that. And I have photographs of it on my website that you can see. These snakes, I personally like to provide that to my girls, and mainly because I see them use it so much. And I've had a lot of breeding success with these snakes doing it that way. So anyhow, I hope that I've had a few requests for people, wanting to see these custom cages. And I hope that you can see there's a divider in there as well. I hope that this sort of gives everybody an idea of what's going on. Also, you get choices with the doors. And I highly recommend these lockable doors, these jewel case doors. They're excellent. I have used animal plastics cages with the other type of plastic doors, and I don't like them at all. This is the way to go. So feel free to post any questions you may have in the comments section of the video, and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. So thanks a lot, and again, Happy New Year, everyone.